defeating the Butte Energy Welsh Cup final, it felt like a very hard one to take out there today.
Yeah, I think it's disappointing. Obviously we came in with a lot of confidence, obviously having beaten them twice so far this season, and think we were in the best position that we could have been going into the game, but obviously circumstances a little bit different when we go in. Form goes out the window, and obviously it's just a cup final at the end of the day, and it's who wants it more. And I don't think it was a case of us not wanting it, but it was just possibly underperforming on the day, and we're just obviously disappointed with that.
Cup finals are always difficult to navigate. What do you think didn't quite go right today?
We had plenty of chances. We got into those sort of areas. I think it was just a case of possibly not getting tight enough to the players. We can't quite put our fingers on it at the moment. I think we need time to obviously reflect on and watch it back and obviously process it. It's raw at the moment. I think it's just a case of regrouping and going again. Obviously we're really proud that this is the second final in successive seasons, and obviously it is progression, and it's a case of definitely going again next year now.
Emotions will obviously be high at this moment, but at times is it almost important to reflect on the fact there were fine margins in this game, and it wasn't a case of there was no possibility of that result going your way, even if it didn't seem like it was at the time.
Yeah, I think obviously it was disappointing going down so early on in the game, but bringing it back to 2-1 with Abby winning the penalty, and then obviously getting another one which Ava confidently stepped up with. It's just a shame obviously that the keeper saved it, but as I say, it's not just on that penalty. We were really in the game at that moment, and obviously if any of the players were able to get a goal at that moment, then it could have changed hands quite quickly, and we were on the front foot. But obviously as time goes on, kind of you lose grip of possibly time and obviously how the game's going. So yeah, it's disappointing for that.
Just finally, on a wider note, while today will clearly be a disappointment in the season, it is important to look at the season as a whole and take some of the massive positives. You've beaten Swansea, you've beaten Cardiff, you've broken some barriers down, and you've got a solid footing to build on for the upcoming season now as well, don't you?
I think if you thought of where we were at the start of the season, the Butte Welsh Cup final was definitely not on the cards in terms of what we were performing like, and especially with all the losses that we had. So obviously it is progression, as we said before, and yeah, it's time to kick on from a personal note. Obviously getting into the final again, first season, possibility of silverware, it's pride, but obviously the girls are hurting today, and I think it's going to hurt for a while as well.